recording. We are now recording. And with that, Zahn, will you give us a recap of last session? It was 2 weeks ago. It's been a bit.
Zahn died.
Zahn?
Michaeli?
I think she has us on mute.
Does she hate us?
Oh, it's in the top left. Hey, it's in the top left. Oh, there you are.
I heard her there.
We can
Just
Hey,
go
Michaeli.
help her.
Oh.
She can hear us. We can hear her, but she can't hear us.
You guys, everybody start acting like we're talking the same time.
We're like, Zahn, give us a recap.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's not working.
There you go.
How did you do that?
It's right there.
I pressed that button,
Hi guys.
Wait,
but it's not
are
working.
you guys actually talking? God,
Yeah. No, we're not. We're being assholes. Colby, God damn it.
I didn't understand what you said. I'm deaf. I can't hear you.
Start
you
acting
deaf
like you're
bastard.
talking.
You goddamn deaf bastard. Zahn. Oh, you're right. Oh God, I just said goddamn on the recording. Should I stop it? And
Wait,
that-
what does it matter if you cuss and record?
I was also a little ableist because I did say goddamn you deaf bastard. So there's really a lot of issues to address here.
Where are you
Zahn.
posting this?
We just have a Google Drive with all this shared, and I'll add you to it too, Tristan, if you ever want to come back and watch us say these horrible things. Zahn, will you give us a recap of what happened last session? It's been 2 weeks, so I know it's a while, but if you got anything, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. We I can't find my notes that I definitely took, but I'm pretty sure we Paf. We met up with Paf after we rescued the people from the other religion.
Mhm.
And we killed 2 creatures. That lady at the tavern was, gosh, this is so bad. The lady at the tavern was not super happy about the job that we did. Oh, we're at the house resting.
Yeah, that was you got every detail just out of order and kind of confused, but it was perfect. So you guys went to the church of Eldath, where you proceeded to have 3 of you distract an old priest while Aerith snuck down below the church, ended up finding out some information about where they were keeping prisoners, came back up and got you guys, where you then proceeded to knock out an old man who was being nothing but nice to you and tie him up behind the altar. An old priest, I should add. At that point, you then went underneath the church and you proceeded to free 3 people who were in cages, 3 followers of Agma. And after freeing them as you were escaping very quietly, a door opened and somebody stared directly at Geth, proving that you guys had been seen, at which case you'd spent about 5 minutes trying to plan whether you were going to burn down the church or kill a bunch of priests or leave, and you proceeded to leave, oddly enough. Made your way back to the Seawolf Inn, where Jules Leaflet was at first excited that you had succeeded, but then upset when she found out that you had been seen and potentially led them to the Seawolf, at which point she insisted you go see Path. So at about 3 a.m., y'all made it to go see Path, where he informed you that he no longer wants to be prefect of Mach and would like help getting out of here, and has promised to fund the expedition if you guys will help free him and take him to Chateau Monix. And this was the night before, about 3 a.m. And he said it would take him a couple days to get ready, and then he would come call on you when he was. At that point, you were then escorted by guards back to your house, where you came and you all, after talking for a quick second, went to sleep. And you woke up. This is going to be where we're going to start off, where you guys are waking up the next morning. I say morning relatively, it's probably close to noon by the time you guys are able to get your long rest in, but everyone completed a long rest, so make sure you guys get all of that back. Well done. One more long rest. But with that, it is now morning, again about noon, and you guys are in your rooms and waking up from a nice long sleep. Eric, you've been up for about 4 hours.
Yep.
You guys did level up like last session. Calm down, Marshall. What have you done to deserve a level up?
I got us caught.
Yup.
Got seen by a priest.
Also, I should have note, Marshall did rip a piece of clothing off of the priest. Geth did. So Geth also desecrated a priest a little bit. And I think that's important to note.
It's not tomorrow. We're good, you guys.
Yeah, it's fine, probably, right? None of the other gods are real. Anywho, with that, what would you guys like to do as you wake up?
Okay, we already have all of our assigned rooms and stuff.
Yep, they should be labeled. Again, your living room is also absolutely trash still from when y'all assholes got real drunk the other night and led to someone's death. Seems like your fault, right?
Are there like dressers in the main bedroom? Because I think I took the one where Ethan.
Yeah, so
slept.
there are dressers in each of the rooms, all with various with nice clothing in it, mostly sized for Egrin. But there is clothing all around that you guys could all pull together some type of makeshift outfit from if you wanted to.
Geth would like to go through the nearest or any wardrobe.
Yep.
By any chance, would there be anything like dark blue with like silver trim?
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yep. Nope. Not that you found.
I think I missed the dresser somehow.
You did choose the only room without a dresser on the picture, so that might be on you.
You're so right. Starting off strong.
With that, anyone?
No. Oh, sorry.
So upset.
Aerith?
Oh, sorry. Aerith wants to know like what the clothes are made out of.
Cotton?
Nothing made out of fleece.
I'm sure you could find some fleece there, but actually you should probably look.
Yeah,
So,
an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah, no, there is a whole closet of fleece jackets. Just tons of fleece jackets. Like too many.
That's all he wears.
A lot of fleece jackets.
Did you find anything from Death by any chance?
I'm
Nope.
gonna take one of them and like rip it to pieces and just like keep the pieces of fleece.
That's a normal thing to do.
Yep. I will add pieces of fleece.
You go for it. Fleece pieces.
Fleece pieces.
Zon, what is Zon's kind of thought process this morning upon waking up after the events of the last week and a half that you've been in Mock now?
Zon's just kind of ready to go back to the mountains. That's where his like village was. So he's just kind of ready to get back to that environment. So he's really just chilling around the house. He's been in the kitchen. He's looked at the clothes. I'm pretty sure that all the clothes are too small.
They are.
He might bust out a sewing needle or something to make them a little longer if he gets bored. But he's really just chilling.
So this is a great time. I like that, Zon. Is there anything that you guys plan to do while you're waiting for Path to arrive? Did you guys have any plans, or what would you like to do if you don't have any immediate plans? We can also take it one person at a time if you guys would like to do that, unless someone has something they want to do right now at this time point in the game.
Aerith was planning to like try to hold a meeting, but should we wait for Baracus to get here to do that?
I mean, Baracus is here theoretically in the game, but that's more of an Aerith question.
He just hasn't woken up yet.
Yeah, Baracus is asleep still.
Of course he is.
We can take it. Does anyone? Okay, so if you guys don't have any specific things that you're trying to do right now in this moment, we can take it kind of just talk about this day, what you want to get out of this day as a character. So Zon, what would Zon like to do today would you like, are you trying to go somewhere? Is there something in here you'd want to do? What is Zahn's plan for the day? As you were waiting to hear from.
Yeah, Zahn is staying at the house, just relaxing, just meditating, not really getting into a whole lot. Not really looking to get into a whole lot. Just, resting.
Hi, Geff.
Get still has like a couple of books that haven't made too much progress with, so that's a contender. But Geff also wants to try and go and visit the markets to see if he can get some like last minute items before they meet up with Path, just in case there's any sort of severity that they need to leave. So kind of just like inventory stocking, I guess.
Okay. We'll come back to that in just 1 second. Then Aerith.
Aerith also would like to head to the market.
Okay. So you guys are kind of hanging around. Zahn's in her room meditating, in his room meditating. And Aerith and Geff, you guys kind of make your way out to the living room at any point. Are you planning on going together, going separate, telling other people? I imagine Baracus is genuinely probably asleep still, knowing Baracus's character. If not, they're hanging out with their wings of flying in a weird sort of way.
Oh, Aerith would also like to go get Jeff. Get Jeff back.
Would you need Jeff? See, I definitely want to go to the markets.
Yeah, that's right next to where we're staying with Jeff, so that's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just a little, I guess, on edge after, killing the church's things. Because not only did the guard see my face, but the priest saw everyone's face except for Aerith's, I think. So I'm kind of a liability in this if they do find out that like the dryads are dead. I can definitely use like disguise self to go to the markets. We might just have to make it kind of quick if you want company, or you're more than welcome to like go off on your own and deal with your own business. I think if anyone's gonna be okay to walk around, it's gonna be Aerith.
So yeah, are you saying you'd rather just send me like are you just gonna tell me what you want me to get, since I can probably be more low key about it, or?
I don't know. I'd also like to check out something personally. So I think I'm definitely gonna go with. I just don't know if I need to cast disguise self or not.
I probably would.
Okay, let me see how long that actually lasts.
I think it's an hour at this level.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, it only lasts an hour.
If you want to, we can use it to try to get there, probably get to the hotel room that we were staying in to get Jeff, and you can probably in private cast it again.
You would know this at this point. It probably is, if you're walking at a normal pace, about a 15-20 minute walk to the market from the Lionless Manor at this point. You guys have done it enough times that you would know that if you're walking normal.
Okay, so while you're browsing, or actually, yeah, in that case, you could probably go get what you want and come back all in that hour, and I could probably just, while you're browsing, go grab Jeff, and then.
Yeah. See, right now I'm looking for any sort of like spruce sprigs. I do need like a little bits of spruce, and I think we heard from Path that there was some sort, was it like an arborist?
Yeah, we went and visited that while you were at the library. So yeah, Aerith would know where that is. But that would definitely
you visited a lumber mill. He mentioned a palace herbalist is what he mentioned.
Oh,
There's our botanist, a palace botanist is what he mentioned.
okay.
There was also the lumber mill that he said you might be able to find
Yes,
spruce
yeah.
at.
Okay. How like Aerith would probably know that. How long would it take to get to the lumber mill? Is it about the same
5 minutes, maybe 10.
from the
It's
place?
super close. I can put you guys on the mock map if that would be helpful.
That would actually be very helpful.
Here, let me do that. So on the mock map right here, can you guys see that now? This is the lumber mill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not completely to scale. either.
Oh, yeah, and that's
Um,
on the way to the old dog. So yeah, we can go make a
Yeah,
stop.
It's probably 5 to 10 minutes to the lumber mill. Another then from there, 5 to 10 minutes to the Seawolf, maybe slightly longer.
If it's only
Yellow
about,
dog, sorry.
if it's only about 5 minutes from the manor to the lumber mill, I'm not gonna cast Disguise Self.
Mhm.
Might be kind of like an address as we go sort of thing. But I will if Aerith is willing, Geth would definitely like the company to the market.
All right, yeah, Aerith will tag along.
All right. Is Zon, where are you meditating? I guess Zon, I said your room, but where are you meditating in your mind?
Yeah, my room's got that cool bear rug, so
Does?
Zon's just hanging out. Yeah.
Okay, will you make me a perception check real quick, Zon?
Okay.
Yeah, so as Aerith and Geth are kind of talking about their plans for the day, you overhear every word of it, and you hear them say that they're planning to so you do hear them say that they're planning to leave the house and head for the lumber mill and then to the markets and such, just to let you know, to give you that information that Zon does hear that.
Cool.
Before we do
So you go with the one on the left then?
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Unless it's advantaged, then you use or disadvantaged, then you use the higher or lower.
Before we do leave, though, Geth is gonna walk back into his room and pull out the 2 Nadina's books.
Mhm.
Is gonna walk over to Zon's door and knock on it real quick.
I think she waved at you. She opened it. She just didn't say anything.
Oh. Okay.
Dumb bitch.
I can't hear you. Okay.
Sorry, I answered.
Okay, it like cut you out for some reason, so I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm like, okay. Whenever you open the door, Geth is gonna like give you a nice little smile and say, Aerith and I are going to the markets. Do you have plans to stay here, or would you like to tag along?
Given all of the commotion and the ruckus that we have caused with a fairly powerful mind controlling church, I think it's best if I stay here,
Okay.
being a dragonborn and everything.
In that case, would you, if you have nothing else to do today, and like hold out the two Nadina's books, if you have the time and the want, you are more than welcome to read and try and glean any information from these if you'd like. Just a suggestion.
Zon said,
Sure.
fuck y'all, I ain't dying.
So
He's smart though.
So yeah, Zon will take the books and he'll attempt to read them over.
all right, cool. So Zon, we'll come back and do the reading part of it a little bit later, okay?
Okay.
All right. With that, Baracus is gonna say no if you guys ask him. I don't know if you do, but regardless, he is asleep in his room and does not hear if you choose to knock on his door. He is out like a light. But with this, are you guys heading out towards the lumber mill first?
Yes, as long as that's cool with Eric.
Aerith, yep. Yeah, so as you guys make your way outside, you're walking through the beautiful forest of your new home. And then as you get to the gate, you notice 3 guards standing guard outside of the gate. One of them is about 5'9", brown hair, a brown beard. One of them is probably 5'7", long curly brown hair, blue eyes. And the last one is a little over 6 foot, has a goatee, and brown hair. And they're standing there keeping guard at the gate.
The 6 foot one will say, "Hey, stop."
The curly haired one's gonna chime in. Yeah, stop.
And
At
the
us, or-
brown haired one is gonna chime in and go, stop right there.
Love
Geth's
these.
gonna look a little puzzled. Good morning, gentlemen. Can I help you?
It's after.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I thought it was the morning. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How can I help you?
Did you barely awaken?
Yes, I've just barely awoken. Again, can I help you?
Path told us not to let you through the gate. He said, well, he didn't really tell us not to let you through the gate. He told us that maybe you shouldn't go out into town and that we're supposed to stand here. He was pretty vague on details, but you're not supposed to go out.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't leave, dude.
Can't believe Paf had us watching these sleeping beauties.
Dude,
Yeah.
guys, in front of them.
I look at Gath and I'm like, well, did we? Still trying to leave?
Getha's just Getha's gonna walk forward a little bit. And what happens if we do decide to leave?
They're all gonna kind of look at each other. Just give us one. Just give us 1 second. What do we? Can we stop them?
I mean, I do have a spear, but it feels wrong to use it.
Yeah, Paf didn't say we could use force.
We could just say we didn't let him leave, regardless of what happens.
Is Geth able
That's
to?
a good idea.
What they're saying?
But what happens if Paf?
You guys can hear all of this, yeah.
What happens if Paf finds out?
It's not great.
Probably wouldn't be good.
You-
All right, all
you
right.
still think he's gonna pick-
What if we tell them not to tell Path,
Oh, that's good.
and then
But what if they do tell
strike a
Pat?
deal? We could just stand here and look menacing and just hope that they think we're menacing.
What if one of
Yeah,
us,
let's do that.
what if one of us goes with them?
Yeah, you can do that.
No, you got that.
No, I don't want to
Um,
leave. This is supposed to be a cushy
This
job.
is-
This was supposed to be a cushy job,
Who's the 6-foot one?
Brendan.
Okay, Geth is gonna obviously hear everything, I guess.
Yep.
Point at the tall one. And he's like, "You come here.
Yeah. What?
Are you gonna go with us or no?"
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I'll go with you. Do you want me? Yeah. Fine. I'll go.
So we should also go with you then, right?
No,
The three of us as a group.
no.
I mean, we were supposed to stay together.
Half did say stay together, don't let them leave. In order of events, stay together was first.
Oh shit. Okay. How about you don't tell Path that you
Okay.
left
Yes.
and you go, and we'll just stay here.
We could just stay here. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, I like staying here. We could just say that they snuck out if, you know.
Well, we didn't see them.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen these people in my life.
Yeah,
No,
y'all
never, not
go.
once. They went through the window. Yeah. See ya.
Sweet. You should come back though. It won't look great on us.
We don't have much more.
Yeah, please.
More than
Yeah, try not to be long.
Do you guys have enough copper for wherever you're going?
We might. Are you offering some?
Guys, search your pockets for.
What are you talking about? He only
Gotta
gave
make
us
sure
5
they're
copper
taken
to
care of.
start.
Half said. I got 3 copper on me.
Geth is gonna reach out.
I've got yeah. I've got nothing.
I've got a
I
rock.
spent it on the way.
Wait.
Oh, you did
wait,
spend that?
Can I do an insight check on the 6-foot one?
Yeah, of course.
I want to see if he actually has money or not.
Brendan, does he have money?
You see maybe a handful of coppers in his pocket.
Geth is gonna point at his pocket. I think you're lying.
All right. Yeah, fine. Here's 2 coppers.
Thank you.
So why don't you add 5 coppers to your sheet? And the last guard did offer you a rock if you would like it.
Aerith takes a rock.
Aerith, add rock from guard to your and with that, they are going to start talking about the cash they just gave them, because that was a lot of money for them. They're not well off. They're nice.
Just gave them our entire pay.
Okay, well, it's not my fault that you spent the rest of the pay on the hooker.
And blow.
That isn't his fault, but that is all of our fault.
No, that was for all of us, though. It was generous.
Okay.
Anyway,
you guys can continue on.
Yeah, you make your way past the 3 elite guards chosen to guard your home.
Feel good about taking.
And you make your way down the street, and you make your way over to the lumber mill. As you guys are like approaching the lumber mill, will you each give me a perception check?
Wow, 2 15s in a row. Big baller.
Perception.
Okay.
Yeah. As you are approaching the lumber mill, you notice without a doubt, Aerith. Geth, you don't quite see it, but Aerith, you notice there are 2 people kind of standing behind the building over here. Can you see where I just put the thing? Kind of the south of the lumber mill. You see 2 people clearly in robes similar to that of the priest of Eldath, kind of just peering out from behind that building at you, the 2 of you.
Aerith waves.
As you wave, they kind of hide behind the building as if like very, very dramatically. But with that, you're able to make your way inside the lumber mill if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah,
You said did Geth notice?
No, unless you tell him.
All right, I tell him we have some company from Eldath, it seems.
That's
They seem to be shy though.
That's not great.
Mhm.
Not feeling super happy about that. Why don't you run off to the yellow dog and pick up Jeff?
Mhm.
I'll deal with my business at the lumber mill, and then we'll just meet back at the manor as soon as those are done.
Okay. I'll hurry and grab Jeff and be right back. So.
Geth is gonna. I assume Aerith like pointed them out to him. So Geth is gonna like keep an eye on them as he walks into the lumber mill.
Yeah, you don't see them pop their head back out. They kind of had hid behind that corner and you haven't seen them since.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna start with Geth and then we'll hop over to Aerith. Aerith, you're on your way to the yellow dog, correct?
Correct.
All right, you make your way inside the lumber mill and you see a human male, probably late 40s, sitting behind the desk. Or the desk, the counter, whatever, and he is writing on papers.
Okay. What does the interior of the place look like?
Yeah, it actually does look kind of, you might think of a lumber mill. Behind him, there is a mill type thing with a donkey walking in a circle, you know, tied to the wooden bars, kind of that moving the mill. I'm thinking of a grain mill, aren't I?
Yeah.
You know what, that's what's there. They also do grain. In addition to that, there are tons of logs and boards spread out all over the place in different sections. All the logs and boards look different kind of in areas, as well as there's a lot of saws hanging out and a lot of those horses. What are those things called? It's not horses, but the things that you like stack wood on to saw horses.
Yeah, like a sawhorse. Yeah.
Things like that. So it looks like a lumber mill, except for the fact that there is a donkey also grinding grain up as well. That's the place we're in.
Are there any windows?
Yes, at the front of the building, but not to the back. However, there is a back door that is open in the back where to allow airflow in and out.
Okay. Through the windows, am I able to see the Eldath robed people?
Give me a perception check.
Did you hear the donkey?
That was good. No.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna walk up to the counter and say, Good evening, good sir. How are you?
Uh, he's gonna look up from his paper and be like, "It's fine. Sorry, can I help you?"
Yes. You see, I'm kind of in a little bit of a pinch for time. I was just wondering if you had any spruce wood available.
Look, just one second. I need to finish this up. I have an order form for Fagel that has to go out by the morning. Okay. Spruce.
Yes.
Yeah, we got spruce, of course.
What's the pricing like on your spruce?
Look, man, how much spruce do you want?
Oh, not too much. I just need a few sprigs.
So you came to a sawmill to buy a few sprigs of my wood?
Yes.
Fucking dude, just take the sprigs. God damn it, 1 second. He's gonna kind of finish writing some paper and walk away, and come back with a handful of sticks that he clearly had just ripped off of logs and throws them at you and be like,
Wow.
dude, this is a sawmill.
While he's gone, could I have like peered over and looked at what he's writing?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Insight check. You can see the letter there, but I want to see if you can comprehend what it is.
It starts with an I, it's alphabetical. Malcolm.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it just looks like an order form of buying a lot of red oak. And it does say shipment to Bagel. And it says shipment to no, yeah, that's what you see. Shipment to Fagel for red oak.
Okay. Geth is gonna thank him a lot and then just kind of put the 6 copper on the on the table that he took from the guards.
Without looking up, he's gonna grab the handful of copper and hold it under the table and like move it kind of into his pocket under the table and just keep writing on the order form.
Geth is gonna put the twigs into his pocket and then just kind of like walk around the place. I'm assuming there's nothing like is there any
Yes.
are there any kind of like shelves or stuff?
No.
No.
No, it's
Okay.
not like a normal shop.
It's literally just like an open room.
Yeah, it's a really big open room with a kind of desk at the near the opening.
Okay. Yeah, I guess with that done, Geth is just gonna walk out very carefully, like peer out to see if he can see the followers at all. I'm assuming still no because you rolled really
No,
poorly.
yeah, you don't notice them around, but at this point, let's hop over to Aerith. Aerith, did you plan to walk by the library or by the towards the university in the palace on your way to the Yellow Dog?
Probably the library. That bridge is closer.
Yeah, so you make your way over the bridge and past the Odd Library, and you'll notice that there's no torchlight coming in from the Odd Library, as you might have seen in the past as well. The doors, there's nothing on the door, but the doors appear closed, and there's no one going in or out of the library at all. But you make your way over to the main island. As you're getting to the main, the kind of the theater island, will you give me another perception check?
Perception.
The two that you had seen previously, you noticed them follow you as you continued on your path. But very from a distance, you notice them follow you. But then yeah, that's all you see. They're pretty far back. They're on the other side of the bridge right now as you make it to this side.
Okay, I'm gonna sorry.
Did you want to make your way inside the Yellow Dog or what's up?
Yeah, I'll make my way inside the Yellow Dog.
Yeah, so you open the Yellow Dog. It's getting close to like 12:30, 1 o'clock as you walk in. There are a few people sitting around drinking some soft pressed lemon ale, but more importantly, you see Sten and Fino sitting at the bar drinking as Sten runs the bar.
I am in a hurry. I know these people are chasing me. I'm just going to get going to get Jeff and go.
Hey, my little wood elf friend. How are things? It's been a minute. Where
Dude,
are you off
In a
to?
minute, yeah.
pull up the chair, man.
I apologize, man, but kind of in a hurry right now. There's some people following me. I doubt it's the crowd you kind of like. They don't have good vibes.
Wait, Sten, do you remember that time you were in the hurry? What I told you?
No.
Gareth is walking away.
No, Aerith, sit. And he's gonna motion towards you really aggressively to come sit.
Yikes.
I come and stand near, but I don't sit.
Yeah, he's like, Sten, no, remember this. Aerith, you remember this. Sten, you were in the big hurry, right? Because you said, if I don't have 16 lemons by this time right now tomorrow, there's no soft press lemon ale. So do you remember what I told you?
You told me
Yeah.
that no, I don't remember.
There's 3 inns in this town, man, and the other 2 are gross as fuck. People will still come. And that's the motto I live my
That's
life
it.
by. That's a motto I live
That's
by.
good. Aerith, does
Aerith,
that help you?
It does. Thank you so much. I know exactly what I need to do now. And I walk away.
So Sten, as I was talking about
Wait
the
a minute.
stock markets recently, and NFTs, you've never heard of them. It's fucking great. As you make your way back to the rooms, you will see. Where was Jeff at? Do you guys remember whose room Jeff was kept in?
Garrett's.
I believe last time you had said it was in Baracus's room. Last I heard, I think.
I thought it was in your
Wait,
room.
is Jeff the goddamn cat?
Yes, it is. Of course. Clearly, they're looking for their cat.
Yeah.
I thought we said Jeff was in Aerith's room because you made the bed for him.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I forgot. You're right. I did make a little tiny cat bed for him.
Okay, so as you walk into your room, actually, as you walk into the hallway, Colby, you will notice all 4 rooms, the doors are wide open.
Oh.
And you make your way to your room and you look inside and it's empty.
Oh, I checked the other rooms.
Empty.
I mean, I don't know what to do, but I know I need to lose. I know I can't stay. So I guess I leave.
As you make your way back into the main room, Fino and Sten are talking with a man in a Eldath robe. But it's rather hushed, so you can't hear it from the other side of the room where you're at.
Do they notice me immediately?
Let's find out. Yes, and Sten points at you.
I wave, and then I try to leave.
How are you trying to leave?
I am trying to walk kind of hurriedly out the main door.
So they are standing between you and the main door. I'll tell you that currently. That doesn't mean you're not able to try. I'm just saying, like, if you're thinking about this room, when you come in to this bar, on the right of you is tables, on the left of you is the bar, and then at the very back is where the entrance to the hallway with your rooms are in. So you are currently where the entrance to the rooms are in. They're close to the bar. So you will have to pass them to get out the door, but you're welcome to do that.
Okay, or were there any windows or anything in the back in our rooms or
Each of
anything?
the rooms had a window.
Okay. I want to go back and try to get out the window instead.
Yeah, you are easily able to fit your way out the window, being a small, the beautiful half-elf boy that you are. You have no problem sneaking your way out the window.
He's a
Right.
widow.
That's what I said.
You keep saying half elf.
Like half an elf, half wood. I don't.
Right.
And now I'm hurrying back at a decent pace. I'm walking at a fairly fast pace, trying to
This
get
is
back.
a great time to flash to Zahn. And Baracus. Baracus is currently asleep. And Zahn, have you been reading or just meditating?
No, Zahn's been reading. He wants to help.
All right. I got
Don't
this.
you notice?
Is it Nadina's book?
So you have,
one?
yeah.
I gave so it's up to Michaela.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's on. So there are 2 books. There's book 1, Everything You Ever Need to Know About Nadinus, and book 2, Everything You Could Ever Need to Know About Nadinus Part 2. We forgot some stuff. Which one were you reading?
Yo.
I didn't hear you, sorry. Part 1 or 2? Part 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Could you roll me an intelligence check? Just base intelligence check.
That's good.
Okay. And
Oh no.
you start reading the book, and what you get out of it is that Nadinus's symbol is a massive oak tree.
Good thing I haven't learned
Good
that.
to know.
Yeah, and you see a basically you got to the pictures, and you saw a picture that looks like the symbol on the pendant that you guys were carrying around for a while, or the pendant that you have.
Yep.
And that's about as far as you got.
Quick question. Does this oak tree
Yeah.
look similar to the oak tree that's on a tree goblet that we pulled out of the cave? From way
Yeah,
back when?
exactly the same oak tree.
Okay. Can Zahn flip through both books and look for pictures? Maybe?
Nope.
Try to look at those?
No, Zahn rolled a 5 for Zahn's intelligence. So Zahn opened one book and got really intently staring at this oak tree picture. You see the like outline of an oak tree, and then there's a sketch, a very nice sketch of an actual oak tree to show you that they are that the symbol is based on that oak tree. And that's as far as you get.
Okay. All right, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Mention what I found.
That's okay. That's just for like the time that these guys are gone, which is like an hour basically, or it's gonna end up being like an hour. So maybe, unless something
Cool.
happens, I
Yeah.
guess.
So far, this is for what's
tuned.
happened since they left.
Hasn't been very long for Gath.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was only like 5 minutes away.
Yeah. No, so we are actually with this gonna flash to Geth. Actually, let's flash to Brockus real quick. And then we'll go to Geth. Geth, you're walking out of the sawmill. Or lumber mill, sorry.
Geth is just kind of like hurriedly stuffing the spruce sprigs into his bag as he makes his way back towards the lionless manor. He's gonna try and keep an eye out to see if he notices anyone either following him or like just watching him. I don't know how like me walking at a brisk pace would affect that. I'm assuming no, because again, Geth rolled really poorly.
Yeah, you're good right now. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
Seems nice.
In that case, Geth is just gonna hurry back to the lionless manor. And he's gonna try and make his way inside.
Should we talk about your voice cracking a little there?
Where's my voice crack?
You guys heard it, right?
Hey, cleric dude.
The
Where's your
5'9"
friend?
guy.
Oh shit, it's the guy.
But where's the other guy? The short one.
Yeah.
He had some other business. He'll be back shortly.
No. Y'all were supposed to stay together.
It did
Half
seem
set.
like you should stay together.
We told you to stay together.
Geth is gonna pull a gold piece and just hold it up in front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't say.
That'll buy us half a hooker.
Oh, only half?
This is just a fraction of what Path will be able to give you. But I need your discretion right now, and I need you to let me back into the house and wait for our friend.
I mean, that's good enough for me.
I don't actually have a reason to keep him out, but
Yeah, we'd rather you in here. So
he's gonna grab the gold coin.
Geth is gonna like rip it back and hold up a finger. He's like, no. I need you to do one more thing for me. I need you to watch out for people in robes. Typically, I'm assuming the Eldath robes. I need you to keep an eye out for them. Is that clear?
Yeah, what should we do if we see him?
Don't let them in.
Same way we didn't let you out.
No,
Oh.
simply do your job.
I would argue our job is to guard, and if anything, you seem alive to me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We
I
did
think
keep him
we'd be
safe.
better at keeping some robed people out if we had a gold piece.
That I know I would be.
I know that. Yeah, definitely.
Geth is just gonna like pinch his brow and then drop the gold on the ground and walk back inside.
The three guards
All right.
tackle each other over the gold and trade a dog.
How poor are these guys? Half needs to pay his people. Yikes. Anyway, at this point, we'll flash back to Aerith. Aerith, you are currently standing on this kind of northwest side of the yellow dog. And you snuck out that window.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to make my way back towards Lionless Manor. Do I notice them following me?
Which way are you going?
I'm gonna go the same way. Odd library.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception.
There are two hanging out, leaning against this building here. The two that you had seen previously are leaning against this building here.
So it's two different ones inside.
There was only one inside that you saw, but there are two, the two that you had seen previously leaning against this building here.
Okay. I'm gonna walk by, I'm gonna wave, and I'm gonna bolt, like start running, trying to make it back.
Tristan, what the fuck did you just do?
Yeah.
Plus minus, minus, and then you get a -1?
I click fudge 3. I don't know what that
Anywho.
does.
Anywho. Oh, he sent it to us.
Oh,
You guys can't even see it, can you?
We can. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So Colby, as Aerith kind of turns that corner and waves to them, a smile creeps across the face of the two looking at you, and then as you take off running, a surprise goes across their face. Is your plan to run the entire way back?
Yeah. I'm a elf. I'm faster, or what elf? I'm faster than humans. I'm trying to
Can I
run
get an
back.
athletics check?
Athletics.
Dude, is that Queso's face?
Or can I do backflips since I have a better thing for acrobatics?
You can, but it'll be slower.
Okay, no, I'll do athletics.
No.
I-
No.
A natural.
not a nat
a
one.
natural-
It's not a
no,
nat one.
natural one.
It's not a nat one. I -1.
Aerith, you turn to sprint, and you'll notice that this part of this island here is like a sand beach that kind of makes its way
I run to the wall.
here. You slip on the sand and absolutely face plant into the sand. And they're almost directly in front of these two guys. But they don't do anything. They just look at you. They still lean against the wall and just stare at you.
I just stand up, brush myself off. Say,
You
Good
see
day.
one of the guards.
did I
whisper
walk?
to the other.
And they walk.
You see one of the.
and then I walk, and then I walk.
You see one of the priests whisper to the other. I can't believe the high priest has us watching him.
They do say some slurs against wood elves too. I think it's important to note. No, so you make your way across the bridge, and as you get to the odd library side of the bridge, they start walking, and the two of them just start walking, following you. At this point, not even attempting to hide.
Mhm.
But you're able to make it past the odd library, between the Sea Wolf and the lumber mill, and up the street to Lionless Manor if you would like.
Mhm.
As you
Are there
sorry.
any corners, or are there any way, like any things to like break line of sight between me and them?
Maybe the trees as you pass the odd library, but likely not. It's a pretty open area.
Okay, yeah, then I'm just continuing to walk.
Yeah, they stay about probably 50 feet behind you at all times. Or
Okay.
yeah, about that.
Okay.
But they don't seem in a hurry. They just take your pace and they follow from behind, walking kind of their arms and their cloaks like this, the way monks would walk. But like normal monks, not like badass like McKaylee monks. So yeah, with that, you make your way back to Lionless Manor, and there are three guards kind of brushing themselves off. Well, the middle-sized guard is currently holding a gold coin, looking very proud of himself.
Nice. I wave and just try to walk in.
Wait. The middle-sized guard says, "Wait, did you
What?
bring those robed men with you?"
Yeah, they're right there. Wave.
The middle-sized
Yeah.
guard turns around and bangs on the door, yelling, The robes are here. The robes are here.
So Tristan, we're outside a gate that's pretty far from the house,
No.
Hitting the gate.
but
Well,
you're
then-
welcome to
No,
hit
he
the
still
gate
did
if
that.
you want. Why don't and the other guard's gonna motion to that guard and kind of stop him and be like, why don't you tell your friends the robed guys are outside?
I will tell them. All right, please keep them out. Thank you very much. And I walked into to the manor.
Okay. You make your way back inside. Baracus is awake at this point, and in the living room, I imagine the three of you have made your way somewhere into the living room at some point.
Get just pacing around the living room.
But yeah, so you guys are you get back, Aerith, you get back. Baracus is sitting in the living room, kind of just watching Geth pace. Zon currently is staring intently at the picture of a oak tree inside of a book. Unblinking, unflinching.
Geth is gonna notice Aerith walk in. And he's gonna walk up to Aerith and put his hands on his shoulders and say, "I'm so glad you're back. Were you followed?"
Oh, absolutely.
Geth is just gonna kind of like hang his head and then like hold his hands over his face and then walk back towards the living room and continue to pace around in circles.
I tried to escape them with my superior athletics, but I don't know where they're trained. Yeah, they're really fast.
And on Aerith.
Maybe, probably, honestly.
You can still see a little bit of dirt on my like clothes.
At this point is probably 1:30 in the afternoon.
Hmm.
And you are sitting in the living room, the four of you.
Okay.
Sorry,
As
not
the
your
leader-
living room. Your living room is fucked. So you guys are in the dining room area, probably.
As the leader of the group, I say
Uh-huh.
together and discuss our next moves.
Geth is gonna roll his eyes at the leader of the group comment. But he's still gonna like stop pacing and instead just stand with his arms crossed, like tapping his foot furiously.
Mhm.
When did Pap say he was going to be with us? He was going to meet with us.
He said he would need a couple of days to get his affairs in order. He did not say specifically. Unless someone remembers differently.
It was a couple of days.
Really unfortunate. I don't know how comfortable I am staying here for a few days. I know Paf said he wanted us to take him to Chateau
Monix
Chateau Monix.
is how you've heard it pronounced. That's like what you've heard it, Chateau Monix, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know Paf wants us to take him to Chateau Monix and he can't do this anymore, but is it really safe for him to come with us?
He said himself that he would be much of a liability if there were to be any problems on our trip. So
No,
he
said he would be a liability.
No, he said he'd be in like combat, but he said he'd bankroll the operation to offset that.
But is him funding it enough is the question.
I
He's also a
definitely like
politician.
money.
Was that?
He's also a politician from the area who might have connections with people and might be able to talk us out of some hairy situations along the way. And I know, Geth, that you're really good at that, but it might be nice to have two of you.
His conversational ability is not really what I'm concerned about. It's more that he seems to be employed, was it, by Ogma, if I remember that letter correctly?
That's right.
You have it in your handouts?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a little uncomfortable because it seems like Ogma has him in their grasp. So now if we take him, we are not only at odds with Eldath, we are at odds with Ogma, considering we took one of their I guess like powerful institutions within the city. I feel I may be biased because of my my religious background, and this may just me not want to be in opposition with other gods, but I just don't personally feel super comfortable. I will leave this up to a democratic decision. So if I'm outvoted, then I will be okay with the decision. I just thought I would voice my concerns considering we are already being followed by Eldath.
I already fear that we might already be slightly at odds with the followers of Ogma, as kind of did lead Eldath directly to them, and Jules made that kind of clear that she wasn't happy with us.
And I will take responsibility for that. It was not intended for them to see my face. But as far as I know, like the followers of Ogma and Jules specifically, she may not have been incredibly happy with the outcome. I don't think she was by any means disappointed in it, considering we saved several Ogma followers.
Well, she was the one who sent us to Pav. So if she ever runs into us and asks us why we got Pav out of the city, we could say you sent us to him, and his way of dealing with the situation was escaping the city with him.
Yeah. Did the letters that we got whenever oh man, that the man's house that we're in
Egren.
is what?
Egren.
Egren. Didn't Egren send us to Path? Aren't they friends?
Yes.
I know he drugged us and everything, but we're also in his house and we have all of his money. So maybe he's a nice guy.
That's true. Admit I may be a little
I think
annoyed. Oh.
I think that are you saying that we don't wait for Path and we just get out of town now? Is that your suggestion?
It's a suggestion. By no means is it a decision, but it is definitely a suggestion. I just feel a little paranoid considering Eldath followers are already on our trail. Oh, we didn't even, I guess, tell Zon. We were followed by Eldath followers. We saw them before we mentioned at the very least. I didn't see any on the way back, but it seems that Eric was followed.
Okay. Zon's he has that book that he's been, spending a lot of energy.
You got far. Yep.
And he's going to judgingly close the book.
I like it.
Yeah.
By the way, Baracus, if you are here, if you can hear us, you guys are currently discussing the thought of Path and the mission he has asked you guys to help him escape the city from.
That's Christian Wilson.
Wilson
P.
If you were there. If you're not, no worries. But regardless.
Oh, he's not there.
What if that was a different Christian? Got very confused.
Give him a second though. He probably just exited to try to come back on. Maybe give him a
Yeah, it
second.
didn't seem like his thing was working.
I kind of gotta go while we wait for him.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have to take
can
a
take a
piss.
quick break.
Yeah, take 5. Go for it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, my ankle.
Hang on, Hank. Can we go to a breakout real quick?
Yeah, Marshall, don't listen.
Hang on, give me a quick second.
Yeah, be 1 second. There's 2 Brendans. Why are there always 2 Brendans? We need a change. You gotta change
Oh,
one.
sorry. I'll rename it. It's just I use both of these laptops for Zoom.
No,
I got it.
I
I'll
figured.
change mine. I'm renaming mine to B.
Got it. And Tristan, I'll bring you in there too. Let's do it.
Charge.
For what?
Recording in progress now.
Oh, I am gonna pause the
Yeah, he's messaging in the he forgot to pay his phone bill. Is what he said.
Yikes.
Damn it.
Yeah. Don't D&D while you drive.
My God.
Where's he driving to?
Home.
I think
Anyway, so you guys are talking about this, kind of what your next step plans are, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
it's off.
The thing is,
John, you're muted.
Thanks.
You're good.
So you guys can have your conversation. Sorry.
I was scaring me whenever putting the character models on there.
No, I just
Uh,
figured it would be easier for you guys to have your conversation if you could like see where you guys were standing and stuff.
I don't think that's true.
Well, place yourself in the room if you would like.
Insight check on DM.
Nope.
I think that's good enough. I don't like thunder. I really don't like this.
Oh yes, but I do worry that without Pav's assistance, we will have trouble getting out of the city on our own, because Eldath, they were watching us from when we left. They have people stationed outside the manor, like following who leaves.
Again, I am completely open to a democratic decision. Again, if I'm outvoted, then I'll happily go along with taking him. But I do have to voice some issues, complaints, whatever. What if the Eldath followers recognize Path?
I mean, he does have, or as Zon was saying, he does have some sway as a political figure. With him, with us, they cannot outright defy him, as he is the prefect of the area. And I'm assuming he said he needed a couple days to get stuff in order for us to leave. I assume he has a plan to get us around Eldath's followers.
Do you think Egron has a boat? I don't remember how big that river is.
Egron did have a boat whenever I caught him the night we got drunk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wasn't
Because
that?
I'm thinking maybe when it gets dark, we take his boat and then we take the river out of there. Maybe try and send a message to Path or something so he doesn't think we just ditched him, because that would be not super nice.
It was a pretty, if I remember right, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I think it was just like didn't you say it was just like a small, like one, like.
It was a
small-
rowboat. It was a small one-person rowboat that he was taking across from the other side of the Sea Wolf.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know if we're all fitting on that rowboat. It's not like a
Well,
ship.
Baracus can fly.
Yeah, but for how long?
And also, if we're trying to sneak,
A flying guy. Alongside a boat, just flying away.
Secretive as fuck.
I think before we try and make a plan, I think we need to come to a decision on whether or not we should take Path. There's definitely like some decent like pros. There's also a few cons, but I think we need to like try and come to a quick decision before we decide whether or not we're actually going to like try and sneak out.
I think at this point, since you guys went into town and they saw you and followed you and they all know that we're here, I don't know if we'll be able, if we have the luxury to wait for Path.
Yeah.
And we might just have to leave.
Geth is kind of in the same boat. He's not super comfortable waiting around for Path. He's already voiced his concerns about Path being a major liability, both in terms of like combat, but also in just like general getting around on the off chance he is recognized. So it's really just up to Aerith and Baracus. I think last time we talked about it, I think Baracus was for taking him.
You could call him on Snapchat real quick.
I was texting him right now in the group message so he could see it. So yeah, we can do that if you guys want.
Yeah. Let's see. His little head popped up in there.
So let's see.
Or I guess I'll talk while he's reading that. But I'm not like that attached to Pav. I'm not. Oh, we're getting a phone call.
It's me. You don't have to answer it, Colby. You're here.
Gotcha. I almost did. But yeah, definitely not against or for. Like I'm not that big a fan of Pav. I just think our options are limited otherwise, given the decisions we've already made.
That's fair. And I know coming from someone who also definitely values wealth. Oh,
Hey, Baracus, can you hear me?
Yes, thank y'all so much.
Yeah, we're calling you in because this is a pretty big conversation happening right now between the four of you guys alone in your dining room about whether or not to wait for Path. So you guys, everyone want to share their opinions on it for Baracus?
Geth isn't for taking Path. He thinks there's too many liabilities, and with by the way, we are currently being watched by LDAP followers in the city. So Geth is a little paranoid. He's not super comfortable with taking Path with him. But that's just kind of where he's at.
Zon, where are you at?
Given that we're being watched and Paf said he was going to need a few days, Zon is thinking that we should get out of town. I'm cool leaving like a message and maybe meeting up with them at a later time. He's going to pay for everything, but I don't think that we have the luxury of waiting for him anymore.
And Aerith?
I don't know what the rush is, like where he has us in here and Eldath is not making a move because they really can't. And also I worry that we kind of set ourselves on this track of having to trust Pav with the decisions we've already made. And I worry that without the support of Pav, we don't have the support of anyone in this town anymore.
And with that, Baracus, what is your opinion on the situation you're currently in as you wait in your home?
Honestly, if we're being quite honest, I mean, he offered blood protection that he could give, given his status so far. And he's offered to pay for everything. We have money and everything, but at the same time, I would rather have even a sliver of Path's protection than none at all.
So we're kind of saying it what it sounds like 2-2. 2 for waiting, 2 for moving on. And that's if I heard everyone correctly.
Yeah.
Zon is comfortable flipping. Sorry, that was so quick, but yeah, Zon is comfortable flipping. They made some good points, and
Hey,
Paf's
don't show your
protection
chat.
is good
I saw
protection.
that. Sorry. Okay, so you now have Zon on your side. So Geth, you have an argument as to why you're on your own right now?
No, Geth's already voiced his concerns. He's very comfortable in like, democratic decisions. And besides, even if it was 2-2, Geth would probably flip just because on the off chance we run into Path regardless, he would still be a voice in the party. So with him definitely wanting to go along, the vote would become 3-2 regardless. So yeah, it looks like we're taking Path.
After a couple hours of arguing, it's getting into later afternoon with everyone sharing their sides and opinions on it. And with that, it's probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you've come what it sounds like to some sort of decision, and it's waiting to see what happens, see if Path has something to say, see if the Temple of Eldath followers make a move, to see what you guys want to do. So what would you guys like to do with your evening as you sit in your home?
Eric would like to say one more thing real quick while we're all meeting.
Mhm.
Just generally, just real quick, couple things like I think just Aerith would really think it's probably better from here on out that the group tries to keep a much lower profile, and that also the eager to try to get us to take over the quest that the letter had given to him originally to get that thing from the volcano and go back to Nairn, and Aerith just says that we should probably not go back to Nairn.
Brockus don't give a fuck. Brockus isn't from there. What do you mean I eat Brockus? We're keeping dead as shit, okay? No one gives a shit if Brockus wants to go back to Nairn or not. Virox wasn't from Nairn either.
Oh. He's killed so many I lost track.
Brockus has killed and also Christian has killed a lot.
15, thank you very much.
You're right, you're right.
Keeps track.
Oh. But yes, so Aerith just dropped that. Sorry, you guys, I interrupted, but I couldn't not. After Brockus goes, I like that's like his vote's not
Like,
to go
yeah,
home,
he's
your
the
home
voice of
country.
reason here.
Well, it looks like we've decided that we're gonna take Path with us. Now it just kind of feels more of like a waiting game. We don't know when Path will show up. He said it would take a couple of days. Geth is still like an anxious mess. He's just kind of like pacing around the room, trying to like biting at his fingers, trying to figure out if there's a safer way to do this once Path joins.
What about to what Aerith just said?
Oh, he completely disregarded that. Geth definitely has plans to go back home. Geth is a very family-oriented person, for as skeevy as he can be. His family comes first. And the whole reason he took this job was to get money so his family could stay in power in town. So it's like if Aerith doesn't want to go back to Nairn, that's on Aerith. Geth will definitely eventually make his way back home.
Is Geth saying this out loud?
No, Geth ignored what you said, Aerith.
He will make, I will say, just so everyone like character can actually know, whenever Aerith mentions that, Geth is gonna scoff and say, maybe you don't have to go home, but I certainly will, and he'll leave it at that.
It might be better if you don't.
We're fugitives in Yargos, not on Nairn.
You might be in both.
I might be what?
You might not. It's fine. Don't worry.
Insight check.
You don't get the inside check on Colby. I don't even know how to make that happen.
They both roll, and whoever gets lower wins.
I think
And the other one just has to tell the truth.
Or is it like? Would it be like a insight?
No, you're not. No, stop. You're not rolling an insight check on Aerith. Just ask him a question. He's right there.
If he wants to lie, I think he should lie, but I think it's deception versus insight.
No, watch the. No, just ask him. Ask him if you think he's lying.
I feel like you're lying.
There we are.
I didn't lie about anything. I just neglected to say everything.
Neglected to tell us what exactly, though.
All of y'all might be wanted by the crown for kidnapping.
For the mayor in Ormkirk?
How so?
For me.
Aerith, what the ever-loving fuck are you talking about?
Where to begin?
Once
Aerith,
upon a time.
once upon a time, there was a very handsome noble boy, but for some reason, everyone thought he was a girl.
Wait.
And so, poor noble boy, always
Stop that.
dealing with all the boring noble stuff, just thought it was boring, always skipped what he was supposed to do, but then his dad made him actually attend a ball that the royal prince is going to be at. And y'all know me and my features. I used them to flirt with a minor noble and used him as a pretense to escape from this ball so I wouldn't be bored. But apparently, the Prince of Nairn saw me and fell in love and arranged a marriage with my father for me, thinking I am a girl. And so I ran away.
Okay.
So
And to cover for that, my father told the prince that his daughter was kidnapped.
Oh, get the fuck. What?
So all of Nairn, they is now assumed. I wanted to keep a low profile, but we've kind of made a big deal of it now. All of Nairn thinks you three kidnapped the fiance of the prince.
Whoa. You two and Rakimi.
Baracus is safe. Leave him out of
Baracus
this.
didn't do shit other than
They
kill his
just
shit ton of
assume
people.
Baracus is just part of the kidnappers now.
True.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So,
my God.
so yeah,
What was that, Baracus?
we're fugitives is what you're telling me.
I didn't say that.
So, but Aerith is implying that we're fugitives again.
I was
When have
trying
you
to
not
have us keep a
been?
low
Brendan
profile.
makes a solid point. When have you not been?
When we left
was-
there, we weren't.
I was trying to have us keep a low profile so that this wouldn't be an issue, and hopefully they wouldn't know where I went. But we've kind of made a big name for ourselves.
Geth is gonna pick up one of the Nadina's books and just throw it at Aerith. he's gonna purposefully miss and just like hit the wall behind Aerith. And he's just gonna go.
Can you actually give me a dexterity check to see if you intentionally miss or if you accidentally hit him?
Respect.
Yep,
Yeah, I think dex is for range.
I'm good with it. I like it.
Oh yeah, you
No,
You're
yeah, you
100%
definitely
hit him.
hit him. That's essentially a
He rolled
natural
a nat
20 if you
one,
were
Christian. He rolled a nat one.
With a
essentially a
-1,
nat
it's a
20 if you were
0.
trying to hit him.
Yep.
I had a perfect 0 because I had a -1. I'm so sorry.
Colby.
Yeah, you
Aerith,
nail him in the head.
roll a 1d5, Aerith, to see how much damage you take.
1d5
Yep.
slash roll 1d5.
Oh, he walloped.
Oh
That book hits you straight in the temple, dealing 5 damage.
Christian,
Right in the
five.
My head splitting. I was like, you could act a bit more maturely in this situation.
Aerith, make sure to take 5 HP off. And as that book flies through the air and absolutely wallops Aerith in the head, you hear a knock on your front door.
Can I get healed first before this happens?
Geth is gonna point at him. We'll deal with this in a little bit. Geth is gonna walk towards the door. Are there windows on either side of like the?
Pretty much every room has some sort of window, yeah.
Okay. Geth is
The
gonna-
windows at the front are like frosted. But there is like a peephole thing. It's like a slidey thing at the
Yep.
door, you know.
Oh shit. I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that either. Geth is gonna turn around and just like hold his finger up to his lips, and just try and stay very still and to wait it out.
Which is not answering.
Guys, I don't want to be that guy, but like obviously I saw y'all walk in there. And you recognize the voice of one of the guards from outside. Like, it would just be cool if you'd open it real quick.
Geth is gonna roll and just throw the door open.
Yeah, you open the door. There's 2 people standing there. The shortest of the 3 guards from before, as well as then a teenage human boy who is holding out a small letter to you and just kind of poking it at you as you open the door.
Geth is gonna take it very slowly.
He goes, "Thank you," and turns and just sprints away. The teenage boy, the guard goes, "Thank you," and then slowly walks away.
Before he goes, Geth is gonna pull. How much was it? Hang on. I think it's 5 copper. Geth is gonna pull 5 copper out of his pocket and just hand it to the guard.
He's gonna reach down and be like, "Thanks," and then grab it, pocket, and run away. And then you have a little scroll in your hands, and he's gonna head out back to the gate.
Wait, is that Christian?
Wait, didn't we give him that copper earlier?
Yeah, no, we just got our copper back. It's full circle.
No. That was the copper. That was the copper I already had. I gave the copper that the guards gave to me to the wood shop guy.
Hey,
What's up, Wilson P? Wilson.
Was he here?
oh, he
Oh,
died
oh.
again. Oh, there he is.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
We can see you. We can hear you. You're here. We're ready.
We're very happy you're here.
We missed you.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Before we get into the scroll, Baracus, do you have anything you want to say before we continue? I think
No, I'm
Baracus is awake.
lucky. I'm mad as shit.
Oh, by the way,
All right.
all you missed was Aerith and Geth left the house to go try to get Jeff, as well as stop at the lumber mill.
Okay.
Geth stopped at the lumber mill, did some stuff. Aerith went back to the yellow dog to find all 4 of your rooms wide open and no Jeff, as well as seeing some guards, some priests of Eldath following him the entire time he was out of the house. And then you made your way back here and started discussing next plans. Then, as you heard the next plans discussion and saw the book thrown at Aerith, and now Geth has answered the door and been given a small scroll. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, no, sorry. I was looking at something. Wait a second. I'm so sorry. One second.
It's one thing after a fucking another. I'll tell you that.
It's not our fault. Y'all refuse to ever just sleep and relax somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, Geth is going to like slam the door behind him and turn back. He's gonna glare at Aerith for a quick second, and he's gonna like open the scroll.
The scroll says simply Palace 10 a.m., comma, I have a plan, signed Path.
There you go.
Geth is gonna like roll the scroll up, convey what it says to the group, and he's gonna walk over to Aerith and place his hand on Aerith's shoulder and like grip it kind of tightly, and he's like, "I'm sorry about the book. I genuinely did not mean to hit you. You must understand my frustration. My family is everything to me. Good night." And he's gonna
It's
walk
like
off to his room.
4:30, but okay.
We're not get healed.
There you go. Nah, he's asleep.
No, it's fine.
Just him off.
What sin did I commit other than being beautiful?
Well,
Gotcha.
How about
Man.
for kidnapping you?
Yeah, so with this, Geth has disappeared into his room, and the 3 of you kind of are standing, I imagine at this point, awkwardly in the hallway. What would you like to do with your evening?
Oh man.
It's about 4:30 in the afternoon right now.
I look at the other 2 and I'm like, that's not my fault, right?
I'd be mad as hell if I was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zon can give Eric the time of day. He's cool hanging out with Baracus. He's gonna try and read again. So if anyone wants to laugh at something, that's what's going on.
Okay. Zon's gonna go to his room and read. What about Baracus and Aerith? Aerith, let's go with you first. So what would you like to do with your evening from here on out?
I'm just gonna bandage his head because I assume he's bleeding at this point with a 5 to his
Honestly,
head.
your best just going to bed.
Yeah, I think yours is probably gonna bandage his head and go to bed.
Okay. Baracus, how would you like to spend your evening?
Baracus is just gonna lay down on his bed. Pass time.
Okay. And then Geth, your evening?
So Geth is actually gonna set up his little. He's gonna pull out his candles and the gold pieces and stack them up like he's supposed to pray to Tamora. And he's going to like fold his like fingers together and bow his head in front of the little like shrine he built, and he's gonna put the bag of sand at the very top of the little pyramid that he sets up. And he's gonna go, Tamora, I beg of you, I need your guidance right now. I don't know if I'm able to trust my own party member at this point. It seems most of our journey has been nothing but a lie. I genuinely need your guidance. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know if I'm meant to never return to Nairn. I don't know if I'm meant to take Path with us. I just really need some guidance right about now. Like he's begging Tamora.
Let's give me a religion check.
Okay.
Get a good one.
I can't. You know what? Okay, we're gonna roll my d20 for this.
What's your religion modifier?
0.
That makes sense.
5.
She's on my side.
Yeah, she's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I think Eris in the right on this one.
Silence. There is nothing but silence greets you.
Oh my gosh.
You spend an hour or more just screaming up to the to the sky, looking at your ritual in front of you, hoping, praying for some type of answer, and you are left with silence.
Geth concludes that he hasn't gained any favor with Tomora lately, and so after this failure of a prayer, he picks everything back up. He snuffs the candles out. Oh no, he leaves one candle burning, snuffs the other, and puts it back in his bag whenever the wax is dried. And he's going to burn 2 of the missile leaf or the mistletoe leaves that he has, and collect the ashes of it.
Okay.
Let me actually add that to my thing real quick. And how many sprigs of spruce did I get, by the way?
A handful is the 8.
Okay.
All right. Is that it, Geth? We can.
And then he's gonna try and read some more of his Tomorrow book.
Okay. We'll say since you spent some time doing this prayer, which seemed to be a fairly time-consuming endeavor. Well, basically, just I'll give you like half of the time I'm gonna give Zahn basically to read.
Yep. Because you do have to still get your sleep, and you have to be at the palace at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And you said you're reading your Tomorrow book?
Yeah, because Zahn currently has the 2 Nadina's books.
Oh, okay. Well, one of them might still be in the dining room
That's
after
true.
it was thrown at
It
Eric.
might
He
still
didn't
be
get very
Eric's
far.
Damn.
If I need to bring books, they're more useful than your Morningstar.
Damn. He said you never hit someone during battle, but you hit him.
I want to be offended, but I know you're right.
Also, though, Aerith did shoot an arrow into Zahn like 3 days ago. And let's
Yeah.
not pass that.
Yeah.
Been in mock for 3 days.
Sorry, I can tell you exactly. It was
Oh gosh.
it was 3 days ago. It was exactly 3 days ago. You guys have been here for 3 days and caused an uproar in this town.
We already have to flee. God damn it.
Wow.
Gosh.
Honestly, it's one of the furthest you've made it without causing a national tragedy.
Gosh.
All right, Geth. Give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
I mean, he rolled a natural 1 on the other side if you want to fuck with him.
Don't do that.
Tristan, you make some good points.
I've rolled really enough for intelligence. Get this dumb as shit, by the way.
And real good at religion. How have any of your prayers worked?
No.
Okay, good.
Not a single
So you don't even know what happens if you get a good religion
No,
check. You have
I
no
don't.
clue. Sorry, B.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'll just send it. I'll send it to Hank. Can you go to the doc real quick? I think because tomorrow
I'm
was
looking at it.
your
I
book.
think that and the early time he would get through the preface is my opinion, if you're okay with that.
Just the
Yeah.
It's a long preface and it's actually written out. You want me to just show it to him? Would that be easiest?
I was just gonna copy and paste that and whisper it to him.
Yep. You get to the preface
Yeah.
and you start chapter 1.
Wait.
Which chapter 1, I'll just say this because
Yeah.
you kind of talked about it a little. Oh, sorry, no, you got through chapter 1 through 9 last time. So
That's
we did-
what I thought. He did, right?
yeah,
okay.
he got through chapter
So I
1
figured
through
chapter
9.
10.
Yep. Not all of it.
No. I didn't
Okay.
learn very much, and most of it was stuff I had like already known from my
So
personal-
let's
Just-
send the preface and
you
then
gotta
give
just-
the what?
You
So-
you send it. Go for it.
All right, sorry about that, B.
You did this. You did. No, you're good. You did this book.
Gav, I'm sending the chat. The preface is written out, and then that's the preface, and then you got a little bit into chapter 10 which chapter 10 is titled Gota on the continent of Vikna.
Okay.
So Brendan, start with go into Zahn stuff.
Okay. All right, Zahn, you want to give me a intelligence check? All right. Okay, and are you continuing to read the first Nadinus book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me take a look at it. So you have basically from now until about 10 p.m. I think is whenever you would probably go to sleep. 10 or 11. So you have more time than you had previously. Okay.
Willie, you're muted.
I was talking to Marshall. You're good.
Okay. So it's on, and I think this should work. Okay, this might not be. Yeah, it didn't work. Oh well. Sorry, you all get some information.
Gee, what are you doing?
I
You
think whenever
whispered
it's
so many times.
McKaylee rolled so
I
good.
know, well, it was because it was in bullet points or something.
Oh, okay. That's
It
fair.
sent the first part. It sent the first part to just Zahn and then sent that. Let me sorry, that's in terrible format. Since you're all gonna see it, I'm just gonna send it better.
Yep. Once you finish the tomorrow book, by the way, I will send you the entirety of what I wrote on it.
Okay.
But you just have to finish the book. You've made a good point. It won't take you much longer to finish it.
Oh, okay. Was the preface really that long?
Well, you read the preface in chapter 1 through 9 before. This one is just like trying to get into new information is harder. And I didn't.
Okay, so those three things are what you gathered out of your reading. Sorry, there's a citation in there. No.
Yeah.
The druids are what we fought in Eldath as well.
No, those were dryads.
Dryads. Okay.
Druids, you would know this is like another class. That's nature. It's like you're a monk. Druids are like another class of people.
They're the
Oh,
people
okay.
who get turned into animals that we met in the Polyhead.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, the priests to Nadinus are druids.
Okay, so Zahn is going to hear all of the commotion that Geth is making.
Mhm.
Trying really hard to reach out and yelling. And, he feels kind of bad about what happened with Aerith earlier. I think him and Geth are in the same boat. So he's going to knock on the door of Geth's place and have the books and everything. He's going to give them back if Geth answers, I guess.
Yeah, get whenever after you knock, you'll hear it go quiet for a second, as I assume this is the end of the prayer or something. Geth is gonna open the door and just kind of like stare up, very like solemn faced.
Yeah, and Zahn's not going to handle this super smoothly, but he is going to hand the books back and he's going to be like, I learned some stuff.
Geth is gonna like shake his head. What did you learn?
Zahn also brought the tree goblet as an example.
Nope,
and he's
nope,
gonna-
you gave that back. You gave that back to the Temple of Nadinus.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But we do still all have those amulets that Nadinus gave us
Yep.
with the oak tree symbol
Pins.
on it.
Pins.
pins.
Yeah, pins to Nadinus, as well as you guys have pins to Ogma. So you guys should all have that on your
Okay, sorry,
character.
Yeah, sorry, that was in my inventory, so I thought I had it. That's why I asked about it earlier. So I just
I was wondering. Yeah, you
Check it.
definitely gave that back to them because they were missing that because they had been stolen by those bugbears that you guys killed in the
Oh,
temple.
that's right.
You guys remember what the
Okay.
bugbears did to Aerith?
Instant.
One shot.
Hey, I just want to say Aerith has done much better in battles. I think that was the last time Aerith was immediately knocked unconscious.
It's the last time anyone's been immediately knocked unconscious.
But
It's bullshit.
It's a big.
No, but fair. Sorry.
I mean, when a motherfucker can fly.
I don't know. I had to bring Baracus back from the brink of death during the
Hurrah fight?
Yeah.
Dude, Baracus almost ate it during the hurrah fight. An arrow to the eye. I'm pretty sure Baracus has an eye patch, right? Like we've talked about that. His eye?
Yeah, I brought it back.
Some powerful second level magic. First level magic.
Just healing.
Mhm.
I was gonna turn into fucking Katniss.
Yeah, you didn't know the badass woman who enslaved her entire population couldn't shoot a bow a little bit, just a smidge.
Oh, bro, that was different. She tore me apart, bro.
She did.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
You're tearing me apart. Thank you, Tristan. Very good point you make.
Good
Anyway.
reference, good reference.
So Zon comes and shares the information she learned and returns the books to Geth. Was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
Geth is gonna like bow his head and thanks to Zon and just kind of look up at him. Was I too harsh with Aerith?
No, I thought you nailed him real good.
Nailed them. Nice.
Geth is gonna
Yeah,
nod
it was
his head and thank you, Tristan.
Fuck yeah, Tristan.
What is that?
The room. Tommy Wiseau.
Oh shit.
Best friends.
Thank you, Tristan. You ridiculous.
Geth is gonna like nod his head and thanks again at Zon and kind of laugh at his statement and say thank you. I appreciate you sharing your information with me. But if you'll excuse me, I think I'm gonna go do a little reading of my own.
I think that's a good idea. And then Zon will go.
Yeah, with this, so Geth already we talked about what Geth read, and I sent it to him. And you all go to sleep, and you sleep peacefully, and nobody bothers you, which is really nice. So you complete a long rest. So feel free to fix anything if you guys got hurt. If somebody got a book to the head or something, I can't remember, but you should fix that. But then you wake up and you get ready, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. Is there anything anyone wants to do in the morning before your plans to get ready to go?
So yes, actually. Is there a mirror in the place?
God damn it.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Okay. Geth is gonna try and wake up a little earlier than everyone else. And he's gonna spend some time in the bathroom. And he's gonna take his hand axe and he's gonna very carefully cut off a section of his hair.
You're gonna need a sleight of hand check for that if you're
With-
trying to
Oh, this kid's
cut
gonna
hair
fucking
and
cut
that.
the shit out of himself.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be cutting my scalp. 11?
Give me a 1d1. 1d2. Sorry, that was stupid.
A 1d1. I'll tell you what the answer to that one is.
Tell me then, Tristan.
So it's slash roll
It's a 1.
/ R
slash R
space 1d1 or 1d2. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You successfully did.
Okay.
Well done.
So yeah, Geth is gonna cut off a little section of his hair and try and brush the remainder over to one side because at the moment Geth's hair is always just falling straight down in his face and kind of what looks like a bowl cut. But he's gonna like tousle his hair or tousle.
Tousle. It's not a word.
What's the
Tussle.
Tussle.
tussle?
Like that?
Yeah.
Tussle.
Hustle?
Yeah.
Not tussle?
He's gonna tussle his hair and brush it over to one side. And he's going to take out his earring of Tamora and he's going to take a little bit of twine and he's going to put it around his neck instead.
Ooh, bold. Okay.
And then he's just going to walk out into the living room and wait for everyone else to wake up.
Did he use his own hair as twine?
Maybe.
I think he had hair. You could probably find twine somewhere in the house, either by like ripping it off clothes or something, but
Took some of that fleece.
He's gonna rip apart some of Egren's old clothing and just use it as a necklace.
At about 9:30, you hear on the front door.
Is anyone else in the living room at this point?
Everyone's up and moving at this point around the
Oh,
house, whatever they're doing.
Okay. Geth is gonna take the lead and he's gonna walk forward to the door and open it, and not completely. He's gonna open it a little bit and just like peer out.
It is 3 guards.
Is it the 3 guards?
No, it's 3 different guards, as well as then the same the tall guard from the initial part, the really tall guard. So the 3 of those 3 new guards and then that guy. And they're going to be staying outside waiting for you.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're here to escort you to the keep. Path wanted to see you.
1 second. And Geth is gonna close the door and he's gonna like hurriedly walk into the living room. And he's gonna convey to everyone that the guards are here to pick them up, and then he's gonna rush to his room to grab his things.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to do before making your way to the door?
Are there any tarts in the kitchen?
No.
Okay, I'm good.
Did you make tarts, Eric?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, get out. Okay, go. So you guys make your way to the door. And you go walk out and you see the 3 guards. The 2 guards, other ones, the medium height one and the slightly shorter one, even though they're all like the same height, other than the 6-foot one. Let's be honest. They're all staying outside the gate, still keeping guard. But you guys make your way past them, and you make your way through the streets of Vikna. And will somebody in the group give me a sorry, Mock is the city we're in. We've got somebody give me a perception check at advantage, but you guys choose who does it. I don't care.
I'm not rolling.
I have the highest perception, I think. Y'all mind? I'm doing it, I guess.
14. Oh, I said, what did I say at advantage?
Yeah.
You see 2 things very clearly. One, you see Jeff waiting outside the gate, staring at you guys, and then you see also, because you rolled a 21, in here in this alleyway between these 2 buildings here, you see 2 people right here.
Am I on the wrong thing?
Oh, no, you guys are fine. I'm on the mock map. I don't know why you guys aren't. Goodness, some people. Right here, you see 2 Eldath followers hiding behind this building, but not hiding very hard. But you see Jeff, so that's cool.
Do we just like, is Aerith the only one that sees them?
No, you all do, because you guys work together to see this. So you definitely notice them. They're kind of leaning against the building, but you recognize their cloaks. And then Jeff is just vibing in the center of the street, so it's not hard to see.
Love that for him.
Oh, quick fireball.
At Jeff?
Oh, chill. I'm not a monster.
Oh, you're right. Instant fuck. Wait, when did you get fireball? Bullshit. Wait.
Eldritch
I could-
Blast it. Your Eldritch Blast is probably stronger than a fireball spell anyway.
It's not, but let's calm down.
It's not.
Fireball fucking fireball. You motherfucker say you get fireball. Get the fuck out of here. You get it like level 5, you bitch. And you don't even get it. It's sorcerers. Fuck you. Fucking damn it. Got me heated.
So
You
that's
got me
how I
heated,
feel about
Brock.
that.
You lying to me. Anyway, you make your way past. I assume that somebody just puts Jeff inside, I hope.
Eric does.
Okay, cool. Jeff goes inside. You put him inside a lionless manner, and the guards lead you to the palace. They let you inside, and you're actually
You aren't taking Jeff with you?
No, I put him in my hoodie like normal.
cool. Why not bring Jeff into a palace? That's a normal thing to do. Bring your
Jeff
fucking
goes
cat.
everywhere.
We're leaving from there. He's
You knock on the guards lead you inside the palace, and instead of leading you into the main throne room, they actually turn off to the left side and take you down a small hallway that leads you to a room kind of hidden in the back. And you end up inside what looks to you guys like a kitchen. There is a small or a large stone kind of furnace oven looking thing, as well as tables where there's like produce left out, and a small box in the corner that appears to have meat sitting on ice. But you guys make your way into this kitchen, and sitting inside the kitchen at this kind of bar in the center where there's a bunch of knives and produce is Paf Sarkon, as well as a guard sitting next to him. And you're inside a kitchen inside the palace.
Path rolls a performance check.
Salutations.
Wait, what?
No, wait. Paf does roll a performance.
It's a natural 20.
Holy shit. Paf performs for you. And you were absolutely blown away. Paf, what performance do you do? But I'm gonna wait. Of course.
I play my bagpipes to the tune of Shipping Up to Boston.
Let's hear it.
Shipping up to Boston. Oh, shipping
Half
up.
proceeds as you come in. Half proceeds to play his bagpipes for you in the tune of "Shipping Up to Boston" by the Dropkick Murphys. But you walk in basically to bagpipe music playing from this kitchen, and honestly, the four of you are blown away. Whatever you feel as a person, your character is so impressed because this is the most expert music you've ever seen, regardless of the instrument. But you walk into Paf playing bagpipes expertly.
Geth is gonna wipe a tear from his eye and whisper, "It's beautiful."
Oh,
Y'all assholes thought about leaving him.
Oh no.
beautiful music.
Bagpipes are so useful in battle. Geth is gonna walk forward to Path and just kind of like wave, and he says, "We're here on time. Can I ask what this meeting is about?"
Yes, as I previously mentioned, I wanted to accompany you guys, or y'all to accompany me, I guess, to Chateau Monix, so I can return to my family, as things really haven't gone the way I would like them to here. And I've had my most trusted confidant guard, Drolbus, come up with a plan on how to escape the city.
Drolvis?
All right, my friend. Let's hear it.
Yeah, that's my name. And Drolvis is like 6'5" and heavily armed. So Aerith laughing at his name, he's gonna shoot him a glare.
Geth is 6'4" and shoots him back one. Do you go by a name by any chance?
No, I don't. It's Drolvis. But I'm okay. I have agreed to help Path here. Partially selfishly, because I think when he leaves, it might leave a power vacuum that somebody like myself could move into, but that's beside the point. I'm looking to move you all out of the city safely, preferably. Now look, the easiest way for most people, and I'm going to move you guys to, you're alone in this room, you'll notice, and I'm going to move you guys to a Vikna map. He's going to pull out a Vikna map and show you. So I'm just going to move you guys to it. He's going to say the easiest way generally for normal people to cross from Mock or anywhere in Vexus really, or Southeast Vexus at least, to Doran is this border crossing that's straight west of Mock right here. However, considering you'll be traveling with valuable cargo, he'll motion to Path. I am not sure that that is going to be your best. Your best bet to get over there. I'm not sure how both the Vexus guards on this side or the Doran guards on the other side would approach a prefect from Mock traveling over. So I propose I propose a different plan. We've acquired some boats owned by the city of Mock that we will place up at the north side of this island that Mock is on, up here. And you'll have to row across the Kirktos Channel which is this river that runs between the Mock Island and Doran. And over there, it should be fairly unguarded. You should get by with no problems. And then you'll have to travel about maybe a week's journey, maybe a little less, to Mountain Pass. There's really only one way through these mountains. The closest area through these mountains is up here. Can you guys see where I'm pinging?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the closest route through the mountains is up there. You're not going to want to go down the east side of these mountains, as there is an encampment from Hyrax over on this side that you probably want to avoid, somewhere down in this region. So you'll pass through these mountains, and then you'll come down the west side over here, and you'll have to travel up into Chateau Monix. The journey is probably going to take you 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll make sure to outfit you with tents and plenty of rations for the trip, but it's definitely not going to be easy. The wilderness is just that, it's wild. So it's not the easiest trip, but I mean, you want to get out of here, so that's what you got.
Sounds like a plan.
Any questions? Yeah.
As a leader, I wholeheartedly accept this mission.
I'm gonna glare at Aerith. How are we? Like, what is going to be our compensation for
Wow.
delivering Path? This is quite a high risk that you're putting not only me but the rest of my party and friends in.
He says not only me, but them, I guess.
After that comment, Half senses that Geth is the one who's most against accompanying him accompanying them, decides to roll a persuasion check.
Wait, Tristan, that's not how it works. You have to try to persuade, then we tell you to roll a persuasion check.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't have to persuade him.
well, I thought I was just gonna be able to say whatever I want when I roll another natural.
No, he is a player. So again, that also
No,
doesn't work the same way.
Okay,
I wanted a dice battle.
Nope. Your character, you play your character as your character.
okay.
It's more you hear what he says in reaction.
So I have been sending money, gold coins, in fact, to Chateau Monet. That's how I'm gonna apparently say it. For the last 3 months in preparation of my departure. When we arrive, y'all can have all those gold coins.
How much is it?
Well, I've had my trusted confidants siphon off some of the tax money every week.
Really?
So I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but it is a good amount for sure. It's over 100 gold pieces at least.
So Geth is gonna laugh a little. What you're telling me is that we are being given this opportunity to escort you that will be paid for
each of you, in fact.
in taxes.
I mean, they weren't our tax.
Taken by the people of the town that you have run for years.
Well, I've gotten pretty desperate. Like I mentioned earlier, I thought things were going to be different as the prefect. I haven't really been able to make the changes I want, but I really am not being allowed to leave or resign. So this is my only option. I got pretty desperate, like I said.
Geth is gonna sigh and throw up his hands a little bit, and he's gonna say, "I did agree to a democratic decision, so I will be more than happy to escort you." And he's gonna leave it at that.
He doesn't sound happy.
He's not happy.
Why can't we go straight through the mountains again? There's not like a drainage or anything that we can't go up and over and down the other side?
You could try. I definitely not saying that that's impossible, but yeah, those are very steep and dense mountains in there. Chateau Monix was once a place where we kept when the nation of Vikna existed, when it was all one united nation, we kept our banks there because there was really only one way in and out, and that was through the southern tip. Yeah, I mean, you can, but there's likely going to be rock climbing involved. So unless you have the necessary equipment, those are very
Banks there?
steep
Are they
and
still
treacherous
heavily
mountains.
guarded? The entrance?
The entrance to Chateau Monix?
Yeah, through that little valley. Is that still heavily guarded since that's where your banks were?
No. Since Vikna was split into three nations, it's no longer a bank. It became a mine, or it resumed its mining activities. So right now it's just a small mining town, basically. You shouldn't run into too much trouble through the entrance to Chateau Monix, mostly just loggers and mining companies shipping ore. I should mention, however, that you might run into some trouble. We've heard some word of dangers in the woods north of through that mountain pass and through the woods around there. We're over here, so I can't say for certain what we or what's over there, but we've heard word of some dangerous individuals living in those areas.
What have they done?
Half size and goes, Drovis, you weren't supposed to say that.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Joel.
Rest assured that no matter the danger, my vast amount of gold will be able to, get us out of any trouble we may come in. And if my gold doesn't work, my bagpipes will.
if we're gonna
Hard to argue with that. Hard to.
It is hard to argue with bagpipes when he played them that well.
Jeff is considering puncturing the bagpipes.
After a 25 performance check?
Yes.
Ridiculous.
I rolled a natural 20, you asshole.
What a waste of a nat 20, but also so good.
It's okay, you're covering for my shitty rolls, so.
Yeah, but to answer that, we're not certain what they are. We've just heard of people traveling through that region and going missing, and we've heard of maybe a tribe or something of people that are living in that area that you might want to avoid. But rest assured, I mean, at least half of the people that go through that region make it out, so that's okay.
That's easy, at least.
It's not impossible to make it through.
For brave adventurers like yourself.
Geth is gonna pipe up again. Now, just to cover all bases, what exactly happens to us and Drovis over here if you happen to die while we're on our adventure?
I have a secret saying that my former associate who passed away and I had saying that it's always darkest under the ash tree. If you find my confidant guard there in Chateau Monet, he's the one that's been helping hide the tax money. And if you tell him this, quote, or passcode, he will give you the money.
Okay. I'll have to take your word on it.
Drovis, back me up.
Yeah, and don't worry about myself. I don't know about your situation in Chateau Monix, but I do know that once Path leaves, I have a plan. It must remain confidential, you'll understand, but I do have a plan following Path's departure. He will no longer have any power in the city of Mock, and I'll have to figure out how to manage things, but I do have a plan. So Rest assured, you don't have to worry about me. Yeah.
Are you certain you'll be able to handle the followers of Augie? They don't seem to like Path all that much currently.
Yeah, I can handle Ogma, Eldath, Vexus, Doran. It's okay. Mock will be in good hands, rest assured.
All right. In that case, all I ask is that you try and spread our good name so that we may return to the Lionless Manor at some point in the future.
I like that house.
It's pretty.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe
I
do-
will do my best to protect your property while you're gone.
Zon's been looking at the map this whole time because it's a journey. But what was the danger on the east side of the mountains that you mentioned?
There is an encampment of soldiers from Hyrax that might not take too kindly to having Path in your party, or they might not take too kindly to any of you. I should make clear here that there is an impending there's tension between the two sides of the border right now. Troops just moved in from Hyrax to here, or from Hessen to here, and Hyrax moved their troops to the other side of the border. So this border crossing is not what it used to be. We have lumber shipments crossing it and various other goods, but I think that is likely to end soon, given the relations, and crossing that border is going to be subject to great scrutiny. So it's probably not a good place for fugitives or a fugitive prefect to be crossing.
What about the island of Ebron?
What about it? It's once you sail out to the east, you're facing more open ocean. It's going to be more difficult for you to sail to get over there. Are you thinking you travel from our island to Ebron and then over?
Yeah, towards the volcano, just kind of go around the border and then back up.
Yeah, I
Tell me what
suppose
the
that.
air is like.
What?
That area between the volcano and the mountains, what is there?
That's
Who
the
is there, I guess?
Ashfield Expanse. Yeah, the Ashfield Expanse is not likely somewhere you want to try to cross. Basically, the only people that are able to cross that region are Sherpas from Yurg, who make pilgrimages to a temple in the temple down in the volcanoes. You'll be faced with there are dust storms and locusts and lots of nasty things happening down in the Ashfield Expanse. I'd say that's going to be far more dangerous than anything you face north of the mountains, or up north of Mock.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you, I'm open to other ideas, but I'm telling you based on my knowledge of the geography and the geopolitical situation, I think your best bet is to risk fighting maybe some bandits, perhaps up in the northern pass, and just crossing over there. Once you get through the pass, you likely won't have to face much on the west side of the mountains. It's likely going to be, the worst you'll have to face is maybe some bears or wolves living in the woods. But on the east side of the mountains, we're facing, threats of war, and there are lots of troops and other. I mean, that's the biggest danger there.
Okay.
Any other questions?
anyone
Anything else I can aid you with.
You wouldn't happen to have any dark blue with silver trim tunics, would you?
Dark blue with silver trim tunics. Can you remind me what was dark blue and silver trim? What was that color, Marshall? Like what?
What?
Was that like the color of something that we gave
Oh
you?
no, that's not a reference
Oh.
we need to get. He's just fishing for dark blue and gold because that's what he wants to wear as Geth. Don't
Not
worry,
gold,
you didn't miss something
silver.
big. He goes, never heard of these
Yeah.
colors. Blue, you say?
No,
Is
I-
that-
Red is the only
I mean-
tunic we wear here.
To be fair, Drolvis would be equally confused by the specific question. No, I don't.
just for like everyone's background, those are the preferred colors of Tamora, by the way.
Wow, I love the role play.
But you didn't have any clue what was happening. He
It,
just
it
wanted to
makes
wear that.
sense, but like
You think that's gonna make you roll better on your prayers? Because that's
I'm
not
hoping.
affecting it, I promise.
I'm hoping they'll give me like a +1 hopefully. DMs.
One final thing. If you will all give me your dietary and taste preferences for the rations we'll give you, then I'll make sure to provide those on the way.
Like some tarts.
Me, pause.
I'm vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. You're all getting nutrition blocks. So, have a good day.
Right?
You can't say that, Hank.
Sorry, you guys.
Wrong chat.
Sorry, let me fix that. Did that work? Did it send my unrecognized command for everyone to see?
No.
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 Wait 1 minute. Let me fix this. This is important.
Oh.
Did it work?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. As long as Brendan got my message and no one else did, we're fine. Didn't write it. Anyway, we need to get back to it, y'all. I
All right,
tried sending things as one-off, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, so if you don't have any more questions for me, I'm gonna get back to my job, and I'll leave you with Path for whatever else you have to do.
So like my most trusted advisor and strategist plan, we'd like to leave at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Y'all are welcome to stay at the palace. Until then, that way you don't have to go back to Lineless Manor. And I can tell you, you know, I was professionally trained in college in political science in preparation of becoming the prefect. But in my spare time, I had a garage band named Queso and Chips.
What is queso?
And we spent a lot of time, you know, learning different. We've heard a lot of different stories, a few songs. Welcome to I can entertain y'all. Until then, as we prepare to leave tomorrow at 4.
You know what? Go for it.
4 a.m. is a tad early, but I'm sure we can manage.
It's important that we leave in the cover of darkness while we cross the river.
Is Pat going to be staying with us that night? Or
He just offered you a place in the palace if you'd like to stay here.
I guess we do
Yeah,
have
sure.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That way y'all don't have to come back before we leave. We're all together. Unless you need to go gather items. I see you have your pet here with you.
And it's carrying.
Points at Aerith. So I'm assuming you're ready to go.
Marshall loves you, Colby. Geth, not so much, but you know. Sure. If you could show us to what chambers we'll be staying in, that'd be great.
Like I mentioned, I do have a story if y'all would like one.
Chambers would be nice.
Fine, right this way.
I'm gonna show us to our bedrooms.
Yeah, so you guys, he takes you down kind of this hallway to an area that's very clearly the servants' quarters, kind of out of the way of where people are passing through the palace for sure. But he takes you to a room with 2 bunk beds in it, insisting that this is the best for tonight, as he's trying to keep word down that you are here. But he leads you to a room with two sets of two sets of bunk beds. It's probably near noon at this point, after you finish this conversation, with the plan to leave at 4 a.m.
I'll have some of my more trusted servants bring y'all meals this evening, to try to make your stay as comfortable as possible. Until then, I've got to go keep pretending to be prefect before we leave. If you need anything, I'll have Drovus come by later this evening, along with the servants. Like I mentioned, he's my trusted confidant and strategist. Anything you can tell me, you could tell him. So,
Okay.
And if the servants ask, your guests here, visiting from another colony, on political business.
As Path leaves the room, you 4 are left in a small room with 4 bunk beds, a table with 4 chairs, and a fire going on the side, and nothing much else. And you guys have a little over about 16 hours to kill. What is your plan? I'm going to ask each of you individually. We are welcome to just fast forward through it, but I'm going to ask everyone individually what their plan is for the next 16 hours, or what they plan to do as you are left in this room. But we're going to start with Zahn. Zahn, what would you like to do with the next several hours as you wait in this room for 4 a.m. to come?
Zahn is still looking at the not still looking. Zahn has the map out, kind of going over the options. He's starting to feel a little bit conflicted whenever he found out that Path was stealing from the taxpayers. He kind of seemed like he was a rich prick, and I don't know. It's like hundreds of miles to go for a rich prick.
Oh, all right.
So Zahn's kind of contemplating, and he's probably going to bring this up quietly, but Zahn's contemplating going on the east side of the mountains with Path and turning him over to the army in exchange for passage, and then going to Chateau Monix.
Are you sharing
the password?
Are you sharing this with the group?
Yes.
Okay, this is a great open time. Zahn has just dropped the idea of taking Path to the border crossing and exchanging him for passage.
Yeah, and then going to Chateau Monix and giving the password and collecting the money that he stole from people. And then maybe hitting up that town, Yurga, or what?
It's Yurg, yep.
Okay, getting a Sherpa and collecting the treasure at the volcano, and then heading back up to Mock and returning the taxpayers some money, and then going from there. So anyways, I'm a little conflicted about that, and he thought he should share that alternate plan.
As you guys sit there in the room, Zahn just speaks up and tells you her plan to potentially betray Path. Let's hear it. What do you guys think?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Y'all just say something. I don't like this awkward laughing.
Don't let that impact your decision.
Hey,
Did Tristan just send something in the wrong chat?
Yeah,
I did. I put
Fucking
ripperoni.
I'm sorry.
This fucking
Yeah,
Dune.
don't let that don't let that affect you.
No,
Half
this-
doesn't know.
This is a one-time thing. I have finals next week, so
We'll see.
Christian,
Not personal.
Tristan, we want you to return. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I like you, Tristan.
Like
Clearly you don't like Path though.
yeah. Path does have a story if y'all want to hear it. Really,
Maybe-
just saying.
Shut the fuck up.
Maybe once we can left, we'll be more inclined to hear it. No, Geth is kind of surprised by the fact that Zon's immediate reaction was to turn him over. Geth doesn't hate the
It's a long-
idea. What?
It's a long ways.
It is a long
saying.
way, and it kind of falls into the category of like, is it really worth it to take Path that far? Whenever he himself has admitted that he's nothing more than a liability, just with a good like increase. In
Pocketbook.
what?
I say he got a pocketbook.
He does have a pocketbook.
And I be
Geth-
honest.
I don't think turning Path over to the Doran Empire, specifically to the soldiers of Hyrax, would be super beneficial. If anything, we might not be able to return to Mock at the very least, considering that we sold their king or their prefect.
They have that new guy, Drolix.
Drolvis.
Drolix?
Yes, who's good friends with Path.
Ah,
Yeah, but he's gonna take his position, so it's in his benefit for him to not be around anymore.
But you also have to kind of look at it like the word is probably going to spread pretty quick. I'm assuming the soldiers might have a faster way of transportation than on foot like we have. So word might reach Chateau Monix before we can even get there that Path has been captured, not killed.
Yes.
oh my gosh. I didn't even think about
What's to stop them from just paying a ransom and getting him back?
Exactly, and then we show
And
up
then
with a password. They might put it together that we've literally sold him out. That's just one concern. But we also may not be able to gain passage back to Mock if we sell their prefect, especially if Drolvis is such a good friend. Because if Drolvis finds word that, what is it? I just said it. Doran has the prefect of Mock, and is that all of Vexus? Yeah, just the prefect of Mock.
What?
If,
Just the prefect of Mock.
yeah, if Drolvis finds out that Hyrax has captured the prefect of Mock, we probably won't be able to get back into the city safely or at all. And we're already at odds with Eldath, which has completely overrun the town as far as religious activities go. And Ogma may not also be very happy with us if we sell their one column or a pillar of power within the city. I don't know if selling him for passage would be safe, especially if our goal is wealth. It's definitely shitty that he used the taxpayer money and embezzled that for his own trust. But at the same time, was he taking the taxes from the people, or was he taking taxes from the prefect? Because the taxpayers were going to pay taxes one way or another, and he just took a little bit of that money. I don't particularly like Path at this point. I just don't think it's a great idea to sell him. I think it would be more beneficial if we at least kept him with us and alive until we reached Chateau Monix.
hey,
Just a thought.
It's also not, honestly, it's not a bad thought. It would definitely it might put us within good standing of the region of Doran. we just have to run the risk of not showing up to Chateau Monix and being able to claim that large sum of wealth, and we have to.
Baracus, you cut out there. If you want to repeat that.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then we did all this work, no money,
True.
cash.
Yeah,
Rock is just here for a paycheck. He's here so he doesn't get fined.
honestly, fact.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I will say, turning him over to the Kingdom of Dorne is definitely going to be something that we keep in our back pocket in case it gets to that point. If we're desperate, us four have been together long enough to know that we can be trusted to some degree. As he looks over at Aerith, but we will definitely be keeping that option in mind.
So then everyone's good with the plan to go through the mountains and around and then up to Chateau Monix?
I'm with it.
Are we going through the mountains, or are we taking that long way through that pass that leads to Chateau Monix?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, there's that to the west side, not through the east.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry, for some reason I thought you were saying like we can just like walk over the mountains, and I'm like, I don't know if Geth will be able to do that wearing heavy armor. Just saying, he might fall and die a lot.
Also, not to mention Pax.
Yeah, and path. I forgot about that.
Hey, Path has +4 acrobatics. So
What?
Damn it, Tristan, quit sharing shit.
Why is he or a prefect?
He's elite because of the acrobatics. He did a flip position. It was cool.
He played bagpipes, and Ogden's like, you know what? We want you.
I think this is a great time to ask Baracus, what do you feel? What does Baracus feel about everything? Like, you're sleeping in a servant's quarter in a castle, waiting to help a prefect escape from the city he's in charge of, going over to another kingdom to help 3 people who you met about 2.5 weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago now, who evidently led to the death of your mentor, but in a positive way. And it's all very confusing, but this is your life now. How's Baracus doing?
Baracus is hanging in there. I mean, there was no reward for going with these guys at all, besides, getting out and experiencing the world firsthand. But I mean, now that he's gone through all of these experiences, I mean, before Baracus never killed anybody or anything. Now he's a mercenary, if we're gonna be real. He's a mercenary. So going through that dramatic change in these 3 weeks is not taking as much of a toll on him as it should. Going from, a basically a mistreated sort of apprentice to a cold mercenary who just wants cash is interesting, to say the least. Now that he's seen as much money as he has right now, there's no.
Is he happy right now?
He is content. He is not happy.
Okay.
He is content.
Aerith, that leads me to you. You shared something with the group, and it was not cared about. Objectively, the group was like, "Fuck this kid. We got shit to do."
I threw a book at his face. And
He threw a book at your face and hit you in the temple. How is Aerith doing today?
Aerith is surprisingly doing pretty bad. And Aerith just it's been a weird series of events for Aerith in his life recently,
and he's basically just like he sees that a lot of the things that he's been like seem to been blamed for seem to be not his fault. It's not his fault that some prince wanted to marry him and thought he was a guy, and he just wanted to not have that, and he's just trying to escape and live on his own. And he tried to guide these other people that he met, just that he thought he was gonna be with a short time, away from that, and tried to not involve them in it, but they just kept making decisions that involved themselves with him in a very notable public way. And when he tried to come clean about a secret that is could put him in danger, they threw a book at him.
They did
Yeah.
throw a book at him.
So Aaron, this sucks.
Anywho, time passes. And does anyone have anything else they would like to do before 4 a.m. tonight?
Geth wants to continue reading out of his Tomorrow book.
Geth wants to read. Aerith, Baracus, Zahn.
Not a darn thing. Let's get it.
We know Baracus likes his peacetime. We know that. Aerith,
Yeah.
Zahn.
Zahn wants to know the story that Path keeps talking about.
So Path
there
did
any-
leave. So, but he did say that Drolvis would come by later to give you guys food. So you might want to wait till then to ask. Aerith, anything you want to do with your time as you guys sit in this room with 2 bunk beds?
Aerith practices his mage hand a bit, picking up random items and stuff.
Okay, so let's start. If you're cool, if you want to give what Marshall reads from tomorrow, or let's just see what Marshall rolls. Yeah, sorry.
Please don't be in that one.
You might be in that one.
It's gonna be in that one. Is it intelligence?
Yep.
Middle.
Mid tier.
So at this point, Marshall has finished the preface, chapters 1 through 9, and the first bit of chapter 10. So whatever you want to say about it.
From Tamora.
Yeah, the tomorrow
You
book.
got
sorry.
it, dude.
Okay.
I don't know where you left off. That's
Yeah,
all.
no worries. I sent it, but I realized I sent it in the middle of a bunch of stuff. So with a 10 and the time you have, I'm gonna give you this. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna give you this, Marshall. This is what Geth gets in that time with the reading you did. Besides that, though, a few hours pass, and around dinner time, Drolvis walks in carrying meals for the 4 of you, as well as Drolvis and a servant who leaves the food and leaves. But Drolvis walks in, as Path said was going to happen, and it's around probably 7 at this point.
Yeah. Here's your food.
Is Path here?
Nope, just Drolvis and some guards, and a servant who brought the food and left.
Half is up in his chamber.
Okay. I don't know. Do you know the story that Path is talking about?
Not the faintest idea. He's been going on about that, but I think he I don't know. He's he's been in an interesting place recently.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he's taking off with a lot of you, who I think are interesting, an interesting group. I've enjoyed serving under him. I'm not going to say anything ill about him, but he has definitely been in an interesting mood recently, which is, I'm assuming, why he's intending to take off with you.
So you've gotten along then up until recently?
Yeah, he's been in charge for 3 years, and he's been a fair and just leader, and I've had no issues.
But you're not like
And-
personally close?
No, it's a working relationship. He's my boss.
Okay. Ow. Ow. Thanks. Okay.
Is there anything else? Are you all prepared for the morning?
Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
Okay. Well, best of luck tomorrow. I won't see you. But I will do my best to keep mock in working order while you're gone. Just know if you ever do decide to come back, I will do my best to keep your names clean. But just know that you leaving and the prefect disappearing is not going to be an easy thing to cover up. So just understand that as you travel about. It's going to be difficult for you to get back into mock, I think, just from the citizens. PAF is well liked. So take care.
You too.
And he'll turn and leave. Okay, cool. Yeah, with that, it's nighttime. You've got your dinner. Is there anything last minute you guys want to do before you go to sleep and it's the morning?
Geth is gonna grab his Tamora necklace and just whisper a silent little prayer.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you guys go to sleep. You have your meal, you go to sleep, and you are awoken, or you're awakened. Awakened.
One of them.
Is that the word?
I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those.
Awoken.
Awakened.
Awakened.
You're
Yeah.
yeah, Paf comes in the room and wakes you guys up.
There we
Hey,
Yeah, he's and actually with dinner last night, Drolvis brought you let's see how many. So each tent can carry three, or can have three people. So I think there are 6 of you or 5 of you. Is that right? There are 5 of you. So he's going to bring 2 tents and a significant number of rations. He's going to bring 40 rations per person. So if each of you will add 40 rations to your character sheets, and those are going to be 1 pound each.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's difficult to travel long distance. And I believe in the tents will weigh 10 pounds each. So 2 of you need to carry a tent.
I'm already carrying.
You're already carrying a tent, Zon? Yeah. Okay, then just one of the rest of you needs to carry a tent.
Geth will carry the other one. How much did you say it was?
10 pounds.
Nice.
It's mostly just a big tarp, and then you'll have to find a couple sticks basically wherever you camp to hold it up. What?
I have a bundle of sticks in my inventory.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't remember why.
Are any of you over encumbered after you carry all of that? Just curious.
Because you got them from that person at the lumber mill.
No,
different
no.
sticks.
Yeah, those were specifically like spruce twigs. I just have a random bundle of sticks that I think I got
Oh.
when we were going we were taking not honeybees when we were taking the tabaxi to the Cave of Wonderment. I think I just picked up sticks for some reason and I don't remember why. But yeah. How do we know if we're over encumbered?
It'll tell you.
It'll say at the bottom. It'll be red at the
Yeah,
bottom of your
yeah.
items.
The issue is
Yeah, I
something
think you're
I
probably
am.
good.
everything. So
Interesting.
I have quite a few little
All right.
items. Not really any weight.
I'm over encumbered. I'm over carrying
You are?
capacity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, well, yeah,
Um,
1,600. How is that possible?
What?
Yeah, wait. Something is incorrect.
Oh,
on
because
your
you
sheet.
put
What's
40
happening?
rations in at 40 pounds.
Oh,
The right,
Well,
the right.
I fixed it.
Rations are so heavy.
No,
The
well,
one on the,
that's
Michaela,
that's
the one on
also-
the left is the weight, and the one on the right, how many you have.
no.
no,
Other
the
way
thing
around.
on
The other way around. I was kidding.
Other way around.
There we go. First
There
try,
you go.
guys.
it's
Regardless, you had 40 rations at 40 pounds. So
fun fact,
you were
I did
eating
the same thing. I just had put one for rations rather than, and then put
Yeah.
40 pounds.
you ate 40 pounds a day, is what you were saying.
Hey,
Yay.
Zahn is a growing lizard boy. He's got to eat his.
Right, you're right.
He's gonna grow up big like his flying dad.
What raid flying dad?
Baracus.
I don't.
It was
I
on the
don't-
tree.
All right.
Was it a dream?
Was it real? Was the dragon that fried you real? Probably not. It was. You were high.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Path doesn't know about that.
okay.
Okay.
I just tell that as a
shows up.
story.
So Path shows up at about 3:45 a.m. And wakes you all up.
Wake up, wake up. The plan. 4 o'clock, y'all should be awake already.
The plan.
Geth just kind of rolls out of bed. He's like already half awake by the time Path bursts in.
yeah, man, we ready. We ready. Ugh.
And y'all are, in case y'all are wondering who I'm playing half as, it's Gabriel Iglesias.
There
Interesting.
you go.
The
No, I think the fluffy guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I'm thinking of Enrique Iglesias. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Real quick, 1 second.
Yeah, he was described as like rather short and rotund.
I did not remember.
Short and
that.
round.
Yeah.
I thought he was this
Yeah.
big.
He was a red-faced fellow.
But maybe small.
Nope. Short and
Okay.
round.
So, are you all good to play a little bit after 8? Or whatever your time is.
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, you guys have another 30 minutes to an hour in you.
Okay.
Is that okay? Zahn, is that okay? McKaylee?
Can't hear you.
Take a
Say it again.
bath. Can we take a bathroom break first?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
yell that again.
Can we go to the back? Aerith, what about you?
I'm fine now.
All right, then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, five minutes, and then we'll get started on the grand journey. Thank you, Tristan.
Why was that so good for you to
Oh
do?
my god, I'm seeing double.
Damn.
I
He said you're fluffy,
No, wait,
Tristan.
I meant that as Path.
Nope. Say it again.
No, it's fine. My fucking professor, Dr. Byloff, she was because in surgery, somebody has to tie the back of your surgical gown because obviously you're sterile already. That's why you're putting on a gown.
I think it's sterile.
And they make 2 sizes of gown, large or extra large. That's it. So I have an XL gown, obviously. And this bitch goes, "Oh, you may need to get a customs ordered 2X."
My God.
Heartless.
Tristan, was the extra large small on you or something?
No, it's the problem is that people always fucking take my extra larges because there's like maybe 12 of us that need an extra large, and people that wear a large take them so they have more space. So I end up in a large, but because people assume that I have an extra large, they're like, "Oh, this extra large is fucking tight as shit on this fucking kid." And in reality, I'm just wearing the wrong size.
Dude, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude. She hoed you in front of
That's
everyone.
my get out of jail free card in case I ever do something stupid.
You're right. It was too tight. Not your fault.
Yo, no. When Dr. Cornell calls me into her office to kick me out, I'm gonna be like, "1 second, I got some information you might want to hear."
I got it sexually assaulted by my prof.
Yeah, I forgot to mention
Oh.
she squeezed my ass cheeks when she was saying that.
Recording. A little late.
It's back. Don't worry, it's back. We're caught back up into the D&D.